In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Was I always muted? No, I don't think so. Come on this journey with me. And let's see, how long will it take Kash Patel to be fired? But before we look at Kash Patel, we definitely have some fun videos for Thanksgiving. And for those of you that are foreign to American culture, we had what's called Thanksgiving. Is it up high? Thanksgiving celebration, which I like to call Murdered Native American Day. You know, the joke is that the Native Americans celebrated feast with the colonizers, and they called it Thanksgiving in whatever Indian language that they use. And then they were unalived the next day, the Native American Indians. In case you didn't know, I personally had Thanksgiving dinner with John and Richard because they seemed like they needed Thanksgiving dinner. And so I celebrated with them. Not that I wanted to, let's get it straight. But I don't like to see people want to celebrate with someone and they have no one. That I don't like. So at the very least, I sacrifice my hatred for Thanksgiving for others. But we had macaroni salad, which I made, regular salad, which Richard made, and then we made sandwiches, which I'm probably gonna finish eating the sandwich meat tonight in a form of a sandwich. I don't know. Hi, traveling queen. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Demetra. How are you all doing? So before we look at this disgusting FBI director, Kash Patel, let's look at some Thanksgiving dinner faux pas, some bloopers for Thanksgiving dinner.
If you need a tablespoon for cooking,
Let's play that over again.
if you need a tablespoon for cooking,
That was in a bathtub. That was in a bathtub. Um, Folks, please do not do bathtub collard greens. I will fucking kill you. I promise you.
Hey, sister. Listen, I told you I was going to call you this morning and get this Thanksgiving list together. Okay. Yeah. All right, now Frank Job gave him a turkey, so we got the turkey already down. I got us down for that. Now what y'all gonna bring? Okay, you gonna get a ham. Now you gonna cook the ham or is you gonna buy it? Because last time you cooked that ham, it was a little dry. You gonna buy it from Honey Baked Ham. All right. Now, you want me to see if Pearl can do the greens? Yeah, she do them real good. Now, this is what I want to tell you. Last year, we had a whole bunch of young children running around. We need to find somebody to be in charge of them children. And then we also need to get them some little small juices because they was opening up drinks all over my house. All right. Now, she going to school to be a school teacher. Look like she ought to be able to do that. All right, let me put Keisha over the kids. Okay. Now, Eileen got 6 children, and last year they all came and didn't bring a thing. Well, she said all of them get stamps. So you need to call Eileen and tell her to tell all of her children to bring their card to my house no later than Monday with the PIN number. And then I can take their card and go get a few things. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for Eileen now. Now, what about James Jr.? His wife love to cook macaroni and cheese, but she don't use real cheese. It don't be cheesy enough. I know that's our sister-in-law, but let's just let them do something else. Okay, we can bring the paper goods. All right. Now, is Quan gonna be home from school? Okay, we need him to DJ. Uh-huh. Now, Pearl already called. She gonna run the card table. We gonna play cards and Pokino. Okay. Now, Junebug, put all them grandchildren in charge of the liquor. All right, so we got the turkey, the ham, the greens. We got macaroni and cheese already. I'll get all that when I go buy the stuff with the stamps. Now, what about desserts? Pauline, she don't need to bring no patty pie. We don't want that. Hey, somebody call him and let me call you right back. Hold on.
These are real Black meetings, y'all. These are real.
Paprika's not a fucking seasoning.
Oh, what is it?
So what is it?
It's a decoration. You know that you don't taste it when you eat your potato salad. You don't taste it. It just makes it look pretty. That's
It's just
all.
a food decoration?
Yeah, that's all.
Just make
So
it
they
look
don't know how to
pretty.
make potatoes.
They don't know how to make potato salad. Anytime she said that's too much seasoning, girl, that ain't even no seasoning.
Right.
That ain't even no seasoning. So that lets me know your ass don't know how to fucking cook.
Well, for sure.
Oh,
For sure.
Period.
Oh, Auntie went off. Jesus Christ.
Thanksgiving dinner with Grandma. Thanksgiving dinner with Grandma. We have some ham, turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, sauerkraut, Brussels sprouts, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, llamas, green beans, eggs, some different salads, pickle platter, pasta salad. We've got desserts.
Pickle plate? Pickle plate? I didn't even know there was that many kinds of pickles. They even got the sandwich cut up coin sized pickles where you just pop them in your mouth. Happy Thanksgiving. Grandma, what you doing? This is 2 generations you failing. 2 generations of your family gonna have the bubble guts. Let's break this down, because this is quite the spread. This is what the pilgrims ate. I guarantee you this ain't how the indigenous people were eating, but this is how the pilgrims was feasted. We got what is this? Ham and pineapple? Just dumping a pineapple pizza off in a pan. And you got a side of black tar heroin. What is that, venom? A little side of venom? I don't even know what this is. This is frosting. This is Cool Whip soup. And then Cool Whip soup with butter. And then just corn cereal. They just got all the whites. All the white foods. Well, they're all white foods, but all the colored white foods on one table. That looks like corn and milk. I don't even want to start on the mac and cheese. We already know. Let's just skip over it. The Brussels sprouts look okay. Surprisingly, that's a random menu item to get right on Thanksgiving. But the Brussels sprouts look all right. Now, I mean, if you just keep going, you got lima beans? What are these prison pots? These look straight out of Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more? Usually stuff in those pots be busting though. I'm not even gonna lie. But this stuff, this is wild. And then back to the pickle plate. This a variation of just pickles to eat by themselves. This is wild, devious behavior. Devious. The deviled eggs. I don't even know what's on the right of those. The red eggs. Those look like alien eyeballs. I don't know what this is. The desserts. The dessert looked like pig slop. That looks straight out the trough. That is dessert. That's dessert trough. Dessert feed. This is the worst spread I've ever seen, Grandma. I'm sorry. You disappointed a lot of people that day. And I know it sucks because it looks like, well, maybe not that much time, but time was put in. Time passed while this food was prepared. So, I mean, I guess no shade. I guess this was kind of all shade, but happy Thanksgiving is what I'm trying to say. I hope y'all are eating better than this, because the way I would have turned around upon arrival. Dogs agree.
Beanies and weenies, potato salad, mac and cheese, and dressing. This is seafood dressing mixed with turkey. Boy, we did that.
No, you did not do that. You did not do that well. Oh my God. This is hilarious.
And this is what I mean by black people only recipes, because grandmama is in the kitchen making dressing lasagna. And this is what I mean by black people only recipes, because grandmama is in the kitchen making dressing lasagna.
Did anybody know that? I gotta try that shit out today. I never knew that you could do that.
I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm not gonna tell y'all who brought this. I don't want to embarrass them. But look at the potato salad they brought over. Look at this shit. Like, it got, what are these, little roaches? I think they walnuts. I'm not a walnuts, but the thing got me is the green beans, olives. I might pass, but come on, man. This is why you don't tell people bring a dish to Thanksgiving. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh my goodness. And they, look at that. Hold on, man. Let's move this. They left the paper at the bottom, man. What is that? Man, this is why you can't let people bring dishes to your house. They done messed up the whole potato salad. Look, they done left the paper. They done left the paper in here.
Good shit.
I should embarrass their asses. But it's Thanksgiving, so we ain't gonna do that. We just gonna be politely throw this shit.
I'm in Japan, Ned, but as far as meals go, Thanksgiving dinner is like really the meal of the year.
Really quick, just wanted to get on here and tell you that this Thanksgiving is not the time to debut your new recipes. If you're not 10 years in the game, if you don't have a dish that has already made you famous, keep it to yourself. Food is too high to be wasting it. Food is too high to be experimenting. We do not care. We do not want to see it. We do not want to try it. Disrespectfully. Disrespectfully. Keep it at home. Keep it at home.
Keep it at home. Keep it at
We'll
home.
be right back.
Keep it at home. Oh my God.
The easiest thing that you can see in a kitchen is somebody cooking and tossing food with their freaking rings on and long fingernails. Okay, nasty. So I'll put the ring over here. I'll pick up some gloves because I'm going to work this macaroni and cheese with my hands. And I don't trust people's hands. People have their hands all in your food and sticking it in chicken and just passing on stuff. I think you should incorporate your kids in your meals. Make sure their little hands are clean because sometimes they pick in their little noses and stuff and just be all like, when I've seen some shows and saw little kids coming in and helping the mother make cookies, those little kids didn't wash their hands. Make sure the kids wash their hands and say, come and help mama, okay? And season the other side. You have to season all the meat, like really thoroughly. Some people just season one side. Why? I don't know. But here's the pepper. Here's the sea salt. I'm going to add a little more black pepper because I can. Okay? And some more seasoned salt. And then I'm going to take it to the rib. I'm going to drop it in the oven for, like I said, 5 hours. Okay? And the basket here has habaneros and jalapenos and a lot of other things that I don't need for this cabbage. I have to get a plate. And I have to get a knife. I'm going to cut this up. And trust me, they're already washed. I don't do dirty food. Okay?
I am all in love with always. She was a tad bit younger. All right, am I done here? Because I want to get on to Kash Patel.
I cooked a hen before. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Look stop.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, it's so tender and smell. Jesus Christ, is Lord.
All right, y'all. Let's get on to Kash Patel. It's just that it was Thanksgiving. I thought it would be funny to show some horrible meals during Thanksgiving. Hi, Sissy. Hi, Jala. Always move rings when cooking. Hi, Incognito. Hi, Samara. How you doing? I couldn't eat anything there. Maybe a few slices of turkey. Only the turkey in that one video looked good. Everything else, no. Hi, Miriam Brown. Hi, One Deep. And Traveling Queen says, I hope Kash goes to jail. I hope so too. But right now, we're going to look to see how he's going to get the
All right,
fuck out of
FBI Director Kash Patel was already on thin ice with Donald Trump after making headlines for months because he flew his girlfriend around in government jets and used a SWAT team as his personal security team in order to impress the very same girlfriend. So Donald Trump was already thinking about replacing Kash Patel as FBI director, according to multiple reports. Of course, the White House denied those reports, but Kash Patel has face-planted repeatedly every single time a tentpole event happens. As the FBI director, there are going to be moments, oftentimes tragedies, unfortunately, but moments where you have to be under a microscope, you have to perform, get your shit together, and make sure you have no errors. Kash Patel, in every single one of these moments, has face-planted and messed up. Last night was absolutely no different. 2 National Guard members were tragically shot in Washington, D.C., and Kash Patel found himself embarrassingly out of the loop, as this article reads. Double check to make sure you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler feed. We're going to be covering this every single day. Happy holidays. And this article is titled, Keystone Kash Vows to Track Down National Guard Shooter Already in Hospital. Kash Patel walked in front of the cameras, looked stunned, looked way in over his head, just as he did after Charlie Kirk was shot, just as he did every time he was asked about Jeffrey Epstein, just as he did throughout every single tragedy that the FBI has touched throughout his tenure. He sits there and looks way in over his head. Last night, he was making statements that didn't make sense with the official reporting. He was conflicting the timeline of his own department. His own FBI, he was conflicting the timeline of. I mean, check this out.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kash Patel, FBI Director. We're here to brief you on the tragic events that happened today at approximately 2:15 local time in Washington, D.C., where 2 of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice.
Okay, wait a minute, though. Kash Patel says we are going to find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act, which is good in theory, but at the time, it says WTF is going on. After announcing they had a suspect in custody, a disheveled Kash Patel stands in front of the FBI and vows to capture the suspect. Did they not capture the suspect, or does Patel just not know? Well, at the time, the suspect was captured and was already in the hospital. Kash Patel didn't even know what was going on during this timeline. Adam Cochran says, another major shooting event. Another time for Kash Patel to show he is not fit to run this office. Wes Smith says, Keystone Kash blows it again. The perpetrator that he's going to use all available resources to track down is already in the hospital. Absolute idiots. And Kash Patel stood there, again, wide-eyed, just way in over his head. FBI Director Kash Patel vowed to launch a manhunt for the shooter who wounded 2 National Guard members near the White House, which, by the way, is an absolute tragedy. It's a terrible thing that happened, and we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. But Kash Patel, there's a reason why we like to have experience in people that we appoint. You know, I do like younger people. It's okay to have younger leaders, but those younger leaders have to have some sort of experience. Obama didn't have the most experience in the world, but he was a senator. He had done a lot of organizing. He had run multiple campaigns. He was in politics for a while. I mean, you need to have some sort of experience in politics, in any sort of arena. Kash Patel doesn't have that experience, doesn't have the experience as an executive or as somebody who leads a department, so he's always way in over his head. Tommy Viter points out, so glad that Kash Patel became FBI director so that he can use our taxpayer dollars to get laid and go on lavish Gulf vacations on a government jet. Just remember, in response to earlier reporting about his use of a government plane, an FBI spokesman told the Wall Street Journal that Mr. Patel had taken about a dozen personal trips since becoming director. By comparison, during the 4-year period, Mr. Mueller, who was known for his...
All right. That's the Midas touch people. Sometimes they talk too fucking much. Just get to the point.
When Pac said it's going to be some stuff that you see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future, I believe him. Probably more today than I probably ever have. Because I was silent yesterday. And I was silent because I saw something in the Bible that shook me to my core. I know I'm very open about the fact that I don't follow any religion, but I definitely own a Bible. I definitely believe in the Word of God, and I definitely believe that it's powerful. So when everybody was saying, you know what, pick up your Bible, pick up your Bible, pick up your Bible, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and crack my Bible open. A man is also a man of God, and he knows the Bible very well. He pointed out a passage for me in Revelations. I ain't been the same ever since. I haven't. Because I'm trying to understand how is it that all of our presidents, when they get sworn in, they get sworn in using a Bible. So with that being said, how is it that we could see our leaders get sworn in using a Bible? They skip over what Revelations 2:9 says. What Revelations 3:9 says, like, tells you twice. Y'all willingly not only invite them into our government, but y'all coddle these people. Even after it's already saying in the doctrine that you should not be dealing with these motherfuckers. We kind of understand the evil that is within the very fabric of this new America. Confused because we have people who are in power that cause the confusion. They play mind games with us. What I'm saying is that, like, it's so important right now that we all put on the armor of God. But that some people are not religious. Like I said, I'm not religious, but at the same time, man, listen to me when I tell you, protect yourself. Protect your energy, protect your spirit, protect your soul, protect yourself, because there is definitely something afoot. The spell, it's broken, and a lot of people are not going to be prepared for what they're about to.
You know, it's the same thing with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell are these Republicans doing? You say the FBI has Epstein's list, they're sitting on it. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. Why is the FBI protecting the largest scale ped in human history? Simple. Because of who's on that list. Who has Jeffrey Epstein's black book? FBI. And wouldn't you know it, the director of the FBI becomes Kash Patel himself. And here we are 11 months into Trump's term and still no Epstein files released by the FBI or any Trump agency. Thank God Democrats on the Oversight Committee released them, but that is not because of this administration. It is in spite of it. And right there at the center of this cover-up is the very guy who built his career excoriating the people he claimed were covering it up. When the news broke that Trump was in the Epstein files thanks to Elon Musk, this is what Kash said. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing. That's way outside my lane. What the F are they doing? I know my lane and that ain't it. He said he was staying in his lane, even though the Epstein files were supposedly the exact lane of the FBI director, the job he holds right now. So what happened to day one, roll out the black book? I guess that's what you say when you're bullshitting your audience for clout, only to become the exact same corrupt actor once you get into power. Right-wing media noticed too. The real problem is anybody who has spent 5 seconds looking at Epstein knows it stinks to high heaven. And if there's nothing there, then Kash, Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, ALL have to resign. They stoked the flames of this thing for years, enriched themselves, and lied. We don't even know what version of the documents we're going to get because this entire goon squad lies about everything. We can't trust any of them. How does Kash Patel go back to an audience where the one thing he built his identity on was a total fabrication? He doesn't, which is why he desperately needs this job at the FBI, a job he might be days from losing.
She is really just, we just watched her grow up in politics.
Well. So, baby, apparently, little Kash Patel done stepped in some doo-doo, and it's all over his shoo-shoo. Baby, they're talking about letting him go expeditiously. Yes, apparently he crossed the line, honey. Yes. Apparently the straw that broke that little camel's back today was him having SWAT protect his little girlfriend. That was it, honey. That's apparently the line that did him in. All the other shit he's done wouldn't the line, hun. but using taxpayer money for his girlfriend to have the SWAT team protect her. Who are you protecting her from, baby? Daddy? Is that who you're protecting her from? Your own crew? I understand, baby. I know how they do. Very forceful on the women. But anyway, I was thinking about poor Cassia today, hearing this news. You know, they've been wanting to push him away for quite some time. Him and Satan Cindy Lou Who? Oh, baby, they butt him. Well. So, baby, apparently, little Kash Patel done stepped in some doo-doo. And it's...
Now, why didn't this come back down? Well.
Can you believe it? It turned out that Trump was the one who got hurt the most from Kash Patel's luxurious date. Not long ago, FBI Director Kash Patel allegedly used a $60 million government jet to go on a romantic date with his girlfriend. After the news broke, Kash chose to remain silent. Unexpectedly, the public wasn't angry at him. Instead, most of the backlash was directed at Trump. After all, Kash was appointed by Trump, and when Trump introduced him, he claimed Kash was a trustworthy partner and said that any criticism of Kash was essentially a criticism of himself. So many people shifted their anger toward Trump. They argued that the federal government had been shut down for a month, employees weren't getting paid, yet Trump's close ally could still use a luxury jet for a date. How ironic. Moreover, when Kash first took office, he strongly criticized the former director for abusing public resources. But the moment he stepped into power, he did the exact same thing. Some even joked that Trump was just like Kash, constantly attacking Biden, but once in office, immediately building a luxurious ballroom. However, the real victim of this luxurious date was Stephen Palmer, who was fired for exposing Kash's itinerary. What do you think about this?
I don't know if you heard, but records show that Kash Patel was on Russian payroll last year. He was paid by a Russian filmmaker for some 6-part docuseries that he did, and he got paid 25 grand to push Russian propaganda. And now he's Trump's FBI director. Make that make sense, Agent Krasnov. Share your thoughts below. Follow me for more.
You familiar with a Stu Peters? Does that name ring a bell?
I'm sorry, what is...
Are you familiar with Mr. Stu Peters?
Not off the top of my head.
You made 8 separate appearances on his podcast.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Stu. Always love coming on your show.
Kash Patel, thank you so much for making the time to be here with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Stu. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Stu. Appreciate it. See you soon.
I gotta go, Kash. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thanks,
up
Stu.
against a hard break here. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it, Stu.
Kash Patel, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Stu. Appreciate
I mean, I have a lot of these videos, but I'm just gonna play just a few.
Concerning.
We will continue to hit the streets and hit every town and every house and talk to every witness.
I'm so sorry this happened. I'm so sorry to those of you who lost somebody. I can't help but think that this was intentional. I can't help but think this was orchestrated. The timing on this is truly unbelievable. And I feel like this is the reason they were looking for, to make it so much worse. That statement that Kash Patel just made, we should be terrified. Yeah, we're in for a doozy.
All right. Let's end this and let's get this reading completed. Hi, Saki Love. If anybody wants a reading with me, let me remove this. Contact me at 213-458-7408. I hope many of you are off today and that gives you the time to have a reading done. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Kash Patel. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Kash Patel is your child. He's your love. He is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right, maybe I'll leave that up. Let's lower the stage and let's see where Kash Patel is in his employment. I get that it's over. I'm starting out with the death card. It's definitely over. There's something about money here. I don't know if money is going to be the excuse or if money is going to be part of the reason. They don't really need a good reason to get him up out of there. I think this shooting is going to be enough because Trump doesn't want anybody looking at him because Trump gave these guys asylum to stay in this country. There's going to be a cover up. So, Cash, you have to leave by way of a cover up. By way of a cover up. You are being set up. Period. Period. There's just a lot of conflict that they feel. There's a woman here, Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sacrifices need to be made. Patel, you will be making the sacrifice. They are actually coming after him really soon. So I'm going to say in the next 5 days. I get the number 5 twice. Next 5 days. I get 5 3 times. So I get the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and the High Priest, which is a major icona, but also associated with the number 5. Then I get the number 6 here, and beyond that, I get 12 and 13. I do not believe that it is going. I get 12, 13, and 2, but I can also take 2 as 2 weeks. I do not believe it's going to take 2 weeks to get rid of Kash Patel. A lot of these presidents deal with timelines and astrology, so don't let them fool you. Kash Patel has to be gone before the new year. We have at least 5 more weeks in the new year, right? Yes, 5 more weeks, 4 more weeks into the new year. There's no way that man is going to stick around for 4 more weeks. So if I were to nail it down, Kash has to be gone in 5 days. If I were to give a maximum, I would tell you he has to be gone in 10 days, not even 2 weeks. Now, there's some money issue here, so I don't know how they plan on tying money problems into Kash. Oh, I know how. They're going to say that the use of the private jet costs the taxpayers money. Now, that's going to be really interesting because if I were in the administration and saw the national debt get reduced to negative $1 trillion because our president wastes tax dollars by going golfing, by bringing Secret Service with him everywhere, right? I wouldn't think twice of using a jet to take my man on a date. Like, I would do the same thing. I think if we're going to waste money, everybody wastes money. Now, it's funny how everyone's going to look at Kash as if he's the problem. You guys need to stay focused. I'm not saying Kash shouldn't go. I'm saying don't take narratives and make him the problem. You all know who the problem is. And if Trump really wanted to get rid of him, he would have got rid of him after he went on that damn date. So he kept him around for his narrative. Now, the other thing I like to point out is that I'm not confident how 22 National Guards lost their lives. I think there's still a need to put out martial law. The person that did this was actually seeking asylum and got it from the Trump administration, Trump himself. I think that some things could be a setup. And then bingo bango, we've got National Guards in Washington to protect Washington when the whole thing might have been a setup. Let me pull some more cards just to see what I can see, but I can tell you right now, Cash, you gotta go. I keep getting female energy here. I get a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now I'm getting a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Feminine energy shows up again here, coming to the White House. Could be the answer to the prayers of the Trump administration, this woman that seems to be coming in. I don't think a woman is going to be replacing Kash Patel. I think that a woman is going to be able to identify some real problems and look like she's coming to save the day. There's definitely a new beginning. They want to do this before the new year. Yes, 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 he has to go. And this is job to me, so his job has to go. But Cash, I have to tell you, it's actually your karma. You self-sabotage. You were never supposed to be on this side of the right or left or whatever side you on. You weren't supposed to be there. Prior to Trump getting in, you were advocating to show the Epstein files. You were advocating, not being in favor of Trump, but let somebody come along and give you an appointment and you all Trump pro. Okay, so you self-sabotage. That's what you get. This is what's happening. Once he is out of office, I feel like he's going to open up his podcast and I feel like he's going to trash Trump. But you're going to be a jackass if you do, right? You're going to be a jackass. The one thing Trump is not going to like is having had given you a job and then have you come out later and trash him. That's not who Trump is, right? So here's the thing, Cash. We want to see you stay alive. We want to see you stay alive. So you are going to get terminated. I don't think it's in your best interest to create your podcast and trash JTT 47. I don't think it's in your best interest. I think you should know what you know, promise not to speak what you know, and keep it moving. I'm dead ass. If you don't want to see dirt. Now, Cash, your feelings are going to get hurt because Dump is going to say, Dump, oh my God, I never disrespect the man. DJT is going to say very disrespectful things that's going to hurt your feelings. At least 3 very disrespectful things. Suck it up, dude. Suck it up. Just sit there and suck it up. I'm telling you, you don't want this fight. This fight means you accidentally get in a car crash with a Mack truck. So if he calls you out your face, because he's been doing that to everybody lately, like, don't get all super sensitive. Oh, I'm upset. Yeah, fuck you. Stay upset. All right, I'm going to stop here because I want to. Cash, you are immemorable. Please leave. The door's that way. All right. What do you guys have to say? Hi, Saki love. Hi, Malika. How you doing, sweetie? All right. Let's I'm so tired, guys. What time is it? Let me call Richard real quick.
Hello.
Richard, how are you doing?
Doing.
You, have you been up already?
Yeah, I'm sitting at the computer already. Oh, shit. Gotta make my coffee. What the hell am I doing?
Richard, it's 12 o'clock already.
I can't believe why. I don't know. I've done it as late as 1 o'clock. But, why did I restarting the coffee? I'm gonna do it.
Well, I called you to tell you that the doctor's office is open today. And they,
You waited late to tell me.
I never know when to reach you. Do I call you at 10, 10:30? Do I call you at 12?
I told you after 10.
Oh. I'm always afraid to like disturb you because I never know your schedule. But they said they can give it to me. They said they can give it to me.
They can give it to you.
Uh-huh.
When?
Oh, I'll just wait for it right now. I'll just go and wait for it, and then they'll give it to me while I wait for it.
How long will they be there?
Well, their normal hours, they end at 2.
Till 2.
Yes.
All right, sunshine. Have my coffee.
Okay.
We'll, we can go, or maybe I can go have my coffee at the bakery.
I'm down.
All right, let me put myself together here. Bye.
Bye. All right. Upside down fool. Cash, you should have never taken that office. I'm just telling you, you should have never taken. Y'all some stupid people for the money or whatever reasons you're doing it. You should not have been there. I don't know what your career was before, neither do I care, but you shouldn't have been no goddamn FBI director. Upside down fool. A, B, C, D, E, F. Upside down fool. Okay. Samara, that's my question. Hold on a second. That's my question. Why do people under orange person never learn? You cannot trust him. Example, Cohen. Oh my God. I got you. So, upside down fool, shadow clown, shadow fool, manifest as cruel personal mockery and betrayal. So he is going to fire him, and he is going to assault him with all kinds of insulting incompetencies, blah, 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 blah. So if he could do that, or he'll say, nothing to talk about here. He's just not here anymore. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to insult his inadequacy. And I think it's not even going to be about his job, because clearly he did a horrible job. But I think he's going to be like, he's an idiot. He's an imbecile. He's a pussy. Oh my God. I know that was a quick read, but sometimes it is what it is. He is going to get terminated, and we are here for it. We are waiting for it to happen. So, DJT, don't peel this off nicely. You got 5 days, DJT. You got 5 days for my prediction to come out right. 5 days, DJT. The countdown begins right now. All right, guys, I love you. I got to go pick up some medical history. I love you. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.